They have wished to see as much of the mad and macabre as they were to see that day. For them, an idyllic summer afternoon drive became a nightmare. The events of that day were to lead to the discovery of one of the most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Hello, this is Danny and welcome to another DVD review. Today I will be reviewing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films. Now, as we all know, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was created by Tobe Hooper back in the 70s. And he made the classic Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. This is a true epic horror masterpiece. Here is the DVD I have of it. It is the 2-disc Ultimate Edition of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The original, restored, and remastered. Now this is a really great DVD. It's got comes with 2 DVDs, the feature and the bonus disc. The bonus disc is great. It has at least, I would say, 3 hours of special features or more, and it has lots of interviews on it with Tobe Hooper about the film and the making of it, and how he struggled to make it, and he made it on a low budget, and how hard it was to make. I mean, it was extremely hard film to make, and not all the actors were, totally into it, as he says. And he had to pay one of the actors some money because he could barely afford rent. And he was the guy that fell down the hill in the film. So yeah, you can see how hard it was for them to make the film. It was really extremely hard film to make. And Tobe Hooper, as you probably know or don't know, was inspired by the Ed Gein case. He was a crazy person in the 50s who went around and killed people. But you can read about that up on the internet or whatnot. But that's what inspired him to make it, because he heard these stories when he was a kid about this cannibal guy, and it gave him nightmares. And then he used that nightmare as a, make it into a film. It's basically how Texas Chainsaw Massacre was created. And it is a great, great film. And it is a true masterpiece. I suggest you go out and either rent it or buy that 2-disc DVD, because it is awesome. It is great. Even has some deleted scenes on there. Yeah. Oh, and I want to talk to you about the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. See that? Yeah, New Line Platinum Series. It is a great remake. I would suggest going out and watching this film. It also comes with 2 discs on the DVD. And the cool thing about this is it folds out like a chainsaw. If you guys can see that. See that? Pretty awesome. It even comes with some deleted scenes. Like one of the deleted scenes, believe it or not, was a scene in the movie where the girl in the film, played by Jessica Biel, is an old lady telling you the story of how her story happened, basically. It's kind of funny because I went to the movie theater and watched the film, and they actually had that scene when I watched it in the movie theater. But then when it came out on DVD, it was a deleted scene. A lot of movies do that for some reason. I don't know why. But that is the director's cut anyways, which is weird. But yeah. But the interesting thing about that is that scene that got deleted was, was the guy who did the lighting for it also did the lighting for the Shining movie. Yeah. And in the Shining movie, they did the same thing, and it was also deleted scene. There was a deleted scene in the Shining movie where the main character in The Shining is telling her story of, of what happened. So it's kind of weird because the guy who was making the remake got this idea, and they had the same idea of The Shining, but it was the lead scene, and that was the lead scene too, so that's weird. But yeah, and there's some really cool deleted scenes on the DVD too. Like there's this, like when the girl like shoots herself, right? Well, there's this weird scene where her like ear comes off and everything. It's weird, but there are some of the great deleted scenes in there, and it shows you how they made it and everything, and like how they did special effects, how they took the car window out and put the camera in and let the camera go back and everything. Tells you everything in the movie. And also how like the house was designed exactly like Ed Gein's house, which you probably don't know, because in the original it was done like Ed Gein's house, and in the remake it was designed like Ed Gein's house. So there's a weird parallel between them. But yeah, and they even have a documentary on Ed Gein on there, so pretty much tells you everything.